All the little good things you do, they make me no. This distance is taking a hold of me for sure. Baby, come.
Y'all already know what the fuck going on, man. It's Big Fortune, your host tonight for Fortune's Perspective. So make sure you hit that like, comment, and subscribe button. And today, y'all already know we are talking about Love Island episodes 20 and 21, man. So without further ado, let's get straight into the shit, because y'all already know this episode 21. Oh, this shit was juicy tonight. So listen, we're going to start with episode 20. And we just going to talk about it real quick because that's old news. We on the new news, okay? So, boom. Now, y'all already know, basically, right, we got Casa Amor, Casa Villa, and basically the single is vulnerable and they could be risked for elimination, right? So it turns out TJ and Amaya both got saved, and the people that had to go home, sadly, were Alandria and Nick. And I was like, wait, what the fuck? Like, no. Like, Nick, okay, cool. Like, I mean, I fuck with Nick too. Don't get me wrong. Nick, you cool and all, but you all, like, I stated. But Andrea, like, fuck her fine ass. Like, why the fuck they got rid of her fine ass? But plot twist. Right, so as Nick was leaving the villa, right, here go Alandria with her bad acting ass talking about some, Nick, get in, looking ass. I was like, how many times y'all reached out that scene? Cause y'all a couple times. But that's when I was like, first of all, production definitely be on Twitter. They definitely be on Twitter, because I'm like, how the fuck y'all figure that shit out? Ain't no fucking way. Because on Twitter, they were shipping Nick and Alandria. So I was like, oh, these motherfuckers be paying attention for real what the fans be saying type shit. And right, that was two OGs about to leave the show. And then it's like, damn, y'all keep getting rid of all the good ass people. So they knew better. They were smart. They was like, nah, we gotta switch the shit up, because they already knew, like, motherfuckers was already pissed about the Jeremiah shit. They kind of knew, like, okay, we might be losing our viewership if we don't, like, you know what I'm saying, switch things up. And I feel like that is the benefit of them doing this shit, like, live in the flesh, because, right, they can kind of always change the story around type shit. So anyways, moving right on to episode 21, which is the episode that aired currently tonight. Nick and Alandria go on a date, separate from everybody, and then I'm thinking Jeremiah gonna pop up as the waiter, because the damn motherfucker done said he, whoever the hell the man is, the voice narrator, whatever, whole time he just, you know, making jokes and talking and shit. But basically, they're having a conversation, you know what I'm saying? They're basically kind of expressing to each other what's going on in the other villas and stuff like that, like Casa Amor. Basically, Alandria is telling Nick, like, hey, she is exploring a new connection, but Sierra don't want that man. Sierra want her Nick, for sure. But right, then Nick is telling Alandria about Taylor and how him and Clark are moving very fast. You know what I'm saying? So they definitely just getting the tea and just catching each other up. And then they get a message, right? So they were like, y'all both can stay single and leave the villa, or y'all can go in as a couple and go back in that bitch. And of course, what the fuck you think they gonna choose? They gonna go back in that bitch as a couple? Who the fuck gonna leave that shit? Like, they knew what the fuck it would is. Like, come on now, stop. Like, production knew that, right, the fans want to see Nick and Alandria. And the whole time, they might have been right, because as the episode keeps going on, y'all gonna understand why. So anyways, right, they return to the villa and they surprise the Islanders the next day. Literally, all the guys literally jumping on Nick. I'm like, damn, y'all ain't gonna show Alandria no love. Especially Taylor. I'm like, Taylor, this is your girl, quote unquote, right? Like, you ain't showing no love. From right then and there, I'm like, yeah. Taylor, like, even when Clark came in there, their connection on the first day, I was like, he was not into Alandria like that. He wasn't, bro. Because if he was into Alandria, like, I don't know, you could just tell the chemistry, the vibe that Clark and Taylor have. You could tell, like, Taylor actually likes her. Like, with Alandria, it's like they had to build to that. Which is, nothing's wrong with that, but you could just kind of tell, like, Clark and Taylor, like, he digs Clark more than Alandria. I could tell that from a long shot. Right, so, not gonna lie. At first, I did think Nick and Alandria were just trying to stay on the show, and you know what I'm saying, just, hey, like, this is our second chance, you know, we gotta do what we gotta do at the end of the day. But no, like, I really feel like there's something there. Like, Nick was like, I've been looking at you since day one type shit. Alandria over there, smiling and shit. I'm like, oh shit. Shit about to get real. Shit's about to get real, man. I'm like, that chemistry is definitely there. Like, you could definitely tell. Like, at first I'm like, okay, they probably just doing this shit for the show. But like, no, their chemistry is very visible You could definitely tell. And then, right, it broke my heart because, right, he had to pull, Taylor had to pull Alandria for a conversation. And you can kind of tell she was trying to keep her composure together and try to hold it in. But I think she kind of knew in that moment, like, even though she's not going to give up, she kind of knew, like, damn, their connection off the rip is a little bit stronger than ours, what we had. And it's like, right, you can't compare the two because, right, two different experiences, two different people. But at the same time, it's just that feeling like, I think a woman knows, like, that woman's intuition. I feel like her intuition came in, like, she was trying to hold back her tears, you could definitely tell. And she definitely, knew, like, hey, this definitely, they have a strong connection. Like, and I love, and this is one thing, that's why I fuck with Alandria, because she's so real. And, like, right, she never tried to down the other girl. She was like, yeah, she's a beautiful woman. I love that about Alandria. It's like, she did not try to down the other girl. Like, that's a W Alandria, right? So, now it is nighttime. They're getting ready for the challenge. And the challenge is basically, like, it's always going to involve some kissing. Love Island. They love a good little kiss. We love a good little kiss. But basically, right, it was Casa Amor versus Main Villa. So, you know what I'm saying? They're doing the kissing challenge and shit like that. At first, I'm like, okay, Villa kind of eating the Casa Amor up. Type shit. I ain't even gonna lie. Casa Amor getting cooked up. But then it was Chris and Shelly. No, nah, fuck that. It was really Sierra and that other guy, Ian, I don't know his name. But when Sierra was doing that shit, I said, oh, Sierra could get it. Like, that right there, Sierra was doing her big one, bro. So, right, Sierra came, she fucked that shit up, she turned that shit up, and then that's when Casa Amor was starting to beat their ass. And Casa Amor definitely got the well-deserved dub, I'm not gonna lie. Casa Amor, y'all did y'all shit. Gotta give y'all a round of applause. Y'all did y'all shit, man. Y'all did y'all shit. So, right, after the challenge, you can tell, like, Sierra and her dude, they get, he pulls her aside for a chat or whatever, and he, like, asks, like, would this energy kind of be the same if it wasn't a challenge? And she shuts him down politely, shout out to her, because, again, she's still trying to have that respect for Nick. But in the back of her mind, she knows that Nick is not. She kind of knows, she's hoping for Nick to be loyal and faithful to her, but at the same time, she knows Nick. She's like, this nigga's probably over here kissing bitches. Like, for real. Literally, right? And it's crazy because as soon as she said that, they showed Alandria and Nick kissing. They were over there talking. Kind of like the same topic in a sense, right? And then, they was like, hey, it's only one way to find out if the feelings is, not just in challenging. Oh, it was clear. It wasn't just a challenge. Oh, I'm telling y'all, they might be the winning couple. Like, dead ass all jokes aside. Like, not even on no Twitter stand shit, not even on none of that shit. Like, you can just tell the chemistry that they have, bro. It's there. It's present. Like, I'm like, Alandria and Nick's chemistry is way more better than Taylor and Alandria's chemistry, for sure, by a long shot. And I feel so bad for my sister because, right, you fuck with Alandria, that's supposed to be your sister, and then on top of that, right, Nick, that's your man. Like, so it's like, damn, it is like, damn, and she is closed off. You can tell she is very closed off. Like, right, she's like she stated. She said she wants to still explore connections, but without the touchy and the physical attraction part of it, which I definitely respect. But I feel so bad. And then on top of that, to make it worse, which, right, I feel like production, they knew when it was time for the little separation to kind of be over with, right? Because next episode, everybody's gonna be at the main villa, which I'm ready for. I already know Alandria, Clark, and Taylor, that's gonna be some friction. Nick, Alandria, and Sierra, that's gonna be some tension. Ace, Chris, and Shelly, that's gonna be some shit. Like, those three, oh, I cannot wait for tomorrow night's episode. Like, and I cannot be on my phone at work because I already know. Listen, one thing about Love Island, you have to watch that shit when it comes out, because if you don't, I'm letting you know now, the episode will be spoiled for you. Don't go on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, motherfucking Twitter, don't go on nothing until you finish the episode. But I'm so ready for tomorrow night's episode, bro. Like, this season, it was kind of, I ain't gonna lie, it started off good, and then it was kind of headed down the wrong path, and I feel like they're directing it right back on track. So, definitely excited to see what this season hoes, man. I'm like, we're halfway through, like, and I'm definitely on that shit every day. Like, so I'm excited, bro. But that was my recap of episode 20 and 21. Let me know what y'all think. Let me know. Let's have a discussion in the comments down below. You know what I'm saying? I am your host, Vincent Fortune, for Fortune's Perspective. This is episode 3. Love y'all, Fortune Gang. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, because if you ain't Fortune Gang, you ain't getting no money, gang. And love y'all, boys and girls. Peace out.
You're the little good things you do, they make me no. This distance is taking a hold of me for sure. Baby, come